like anything can happen. Can't hardly wait to see what's next. I wanna face this world with wonder and excitement. Face every challenge every day. I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Wherever you lead me, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. I'm trusting you, God. You are God.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Kids Space. I'm so glad you guys are here. And you know what? I can't believe it's the last week of January. This month has absolutely flown by. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready to see if we can win our awesome board game, Kids Space Island. This month at Kids Space, we've been talking about responsibility. And responsibility is this. Responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what is expected of you. With God's help, we can live in a responsible way every single day. And when we show we can be trusted with responsibilities, we also show others what God is like. And not only that, if we show people that we can be trusted, then they'll want to trust us with even more and more. All this month, we've been completing challenges to get through our board game. And today, we have one more challenge to go. Right now, we're stuck here in the desert. But if we work together and show some next level responsibility, we'll make it out of the hot sand and into a nice, cool oasis. For this challenge, we'll test our knowledge and see how hard you guys have worked at our memory verse for this month, Luke 16:10. If you guys haven't been here to learn our memory verse, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to do a quick review in a second. I'm not going to put the verse on the screen like I usually do for you guys to follow along. So, you guys are going to have to show some responsibility and listen carefully. Ready? Our verse goes like this. Suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. And again, that's from Luke 16:10. Now that we've reviewed our Bible verse, today's challenge is called Verse Scramble. What you're going to need for this game is super simple. You'll need a piece of paper, a pair of scissors, some tape, a pen, pencil, marker, something to write with, and an adult. First thing, adults, you're going to take the piece of paper and the pen, and you're going to write down 4 words on that piece of paper. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what words to write in just a few seconds. Also, before you write those words down, keep in mind that you may be cutting in between each letter of those words, just so you guys can space those out correctly. Kids, I'm going to need you guys to close your eyes for just a few seconds while I show the adults the words they need to be writing down. Sound good? All right, I'm going to count to 10, kids, and then you can open your eyes. So go ahead and cover your eyes. Adults, here are the 4 words. Kids, ready? Your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, kids, go ahead and open your eyes. Adults, hopefully that was enough time for you guys to at least know what words you should be writing down. Now, once you've written those words down, you can do one of 2 things. You can go ahead and cut each word letter by letter so that there's something like this. This is one word right here. Or you can leave them so that they're entirely put together. This is just based on the reading level and the skill level that you know your kids have. So based off of that, go ahead and do one of those 2 with the letters. Now kids, with those words that your parents are writing down and cutting out, you guys are going to need to fill in the blanks for this. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. Suppose you can be blank with something very blank. Then you can also be blank with something very blank. Luke 16:10. This might sound a little familiar. It's our Bible verse, which I just read to you guys a second ago. Hopefully you guys were listening because there are 4 words missing. So you guys are going to need to remember what those words are and figure out where they go. When I say go, adults, go ahead and hand the letters or words to the kids. And depending on whether it's just the letters cut up or if it's the entire words, set a timer for 1 or 2 minutes and see if the kids can figure it out. If you guys can't figure it out in that time, that's totally fine. Turn the timer off, ask for some help. The important thing is sticking to it and getting it done, showing that responsibility that you guys can get it done. Don't forget to go ahead and pause this video and click play when you guys are all done playing this game. Are you guys ready? On your mark, get set, go. Great job, you guys. Did you guys complete the challenge? If you did, comment below right now. Our memory verse is complete, and it's all thanks to you guys. Now remember, this verse is something that Jesus said. So let's go ahead and all say it together. And this time, I'll put the verse up on the screen. Are you ready? Suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. Luke 16:10. Great job, you guys. I'm going to trust that you guys had the responsibility to complete the challenge. So that being said, we just won the game, you guys. We made it to the Oasis. Thank you guys for playing Kids Base Island. It was so much fun to have you guys join me for this. Now, in today's story, we're going to learn possibly the most important rule for life. This one comes straight from the Bible, written by the Apostle Paul. Today we're going to watch the 252 experience, which is geared more to our K through 2nd graders. If you guys want to watch the So and So show, which is more for our 3rd through 5th graders, the link for that will be in the description of this video. So let's go ahead and go into our lesson, and I'll see you guys after.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 29.
There's an old saying you might have heard before.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, on the surface, that makes sense. I mean, you drop a heavy rock on my leg, I might end up with a big cast. But you yell at me, and I don't even get a scratch, right? Well, it's a little more complicated than that, as we're about to discover in a letter from the Apostle Paul to the church in Ephesus.
Let's see. What are the most important things they need to know?
Paul had spent years teaching the church in Ephesus, but now he was in prison. So he wanted to remind the Ephesians what God had done for them and how it should change the way they treated each other, especially when it came to their words.
Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen.
Your words are strong and powerful. They can make an incredible impact on the people around you, whether that's for good or not. Let's imagine what it might look like if we could actually see our words.
You totally rocked it on the field today.
Aw, now those words were like a nice pat on the back. Words can be incredibly encouraging.
Hey, I know you've been feeling kind of sad. I'm always here if you need someone to listen.
That was comforting, just like a cozy blanket and warm cocoa. But we don't always use our wordy superpowers for good.
Wow, did you even look in the mirror this morning? Ouch. Oh, that burned. Things are getting messy here.
And if you get really angry, well, that's when your words can be real zingers.
You are so mean. I wish you weren't my brother.
Ooh. Thoughtless words can shatter someone, break apart relationships. We all make mistakes with our words sometimes. We all end up hurting others with the things we say. But when that happens, sometimes we get a second chance to use our words wisely.
I'm really sorry. That was an awful thing to say. Can you forgive me?
Just like your words can hurt people and break relationships, words can also be the glue that puts them back together. Your words can actually bring healing. Think about it. Every single one of us has the power to make or break somebody else's day with just a few words. Whether you write it, speak it, type it, or shape it, your words are an incredible tool. You may not have the money to buy somebody an expensive gift, but the note you write or the encouraging thing you say in the hall may mean even more to them. So, think about your words. Each one. Weigh them carefully. Picture actually what they might look like when they come out of your mouth. A knife that cuts deep or an encouraging pat on the back. Remember, Paul believed our words are so important to God that he wrote about it from prison. Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then, what you say will help those who listen.
Our words are powerful. We remember the things people say to us. So let's make sure that we use our words to build people up, not tear people down. And if we mess up and say something we wish we hadn't, let's be brave enough to use words that make things better. Words like, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. Remember what Paul wrote in his letter to the Ephesians. He said, don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. We have a responsibility to choose words that will build others up. Let's use our words to show love so we can build people up and fix broken relationships. It's so important for us to use our words wisely. We have a responsibility to use words that build others up and help them. We can also use our words to repair and bring healing to our relationships. That means we need to stop and think before we speak. We need to have the courage to say we're sorry. We need to own up to our mistakes, and if someone apologizes to us, we need to be willing to forgive them too. Here's today's rule for life, our final rule for life. And you know what, you guys? It's a big one. So remember, use your words wisely. If you want to know what that looks like, look at Jesus. Check out how Jesus spoke to people. Jesus used words of hope and truth. He explained what was true about God in a way that people could understand. He was wise with his words, and he used them to build people up and repair their relationship with God. He used his words to show God's love for others, and we should follow Jesus' example. We need to make the wise choice. We need to use our words wisely. And don't forget, you guys, this is not easy. I get it. So we need to remember to ask God for help. We can do this. We can use our words wisely. We can be responsible, and we can follow these rules for life with God's help. So let's ask him. And you know what? When we ask God for help, when we use our words wisely, other people will know we're responsible. They'll know that they can trust us. And I bet you guys have some great ideas on how we can use our words wisely. So after this video is over, go ahead and sit down with an adult and talk about some ways that you can use your words wisely. I bet you guys have great ideas. That's it for today and for this month, you guys. February is right around the corner, and I am excited to see what February has in store for us. Thank you guys for joining me, and stay warm out there because it is very chilly out there. But stay cool, stay safe, wash your hands, and wear your masks. I'll see you guys next week.